Welcome to another day of viewing on public access television. We hope you enjoy today's programming.
Well, hey, hello, welcome back to, or just welcome. I don't know if you're new. I don't know anything. So, hello. Welcome to the first time-lapse of many of the AQUALAND expansion, which is hilarious to me, but we'll get into it. Yeah, it's a very fun project, and if you want to download it and explore it for yourself, there is a link down below, and I'll be putting a little picture on screen and the code for the workshop, and you can explore it and have fun, and just walk around and have a great time. So yeah, there you go. I am also streaming this month for Park Stop's Stop Hate fundraiser for the Trevor Project, and you can buy art prints and stickers and t-shirts and all that jazz. You can click the link in the description, and yeah, it's a great cause, and it's just a wonderful time, and I hope to see you there. And if you just come say hey, you know. So it's every Sunday at 3 p.m. and the last stream was 4.5 hours, so I know it's a weird time for a lot of people. It's Sundays, 3 p.m. It's a time that works for me the best, and I know I have a lot of people that live in like Europe, so 3 p.m. isn't really the best time. It's Eastern Standard Time, if I can say that without stuttering. But yeah. Anyway, it's a great cause. It's a great stream time to be, and this time hopefully it won't be as messy, yeah, because I didn't realize, I'm not sure if this is, I debated if I should share this or not. I forgot to switch my OBS, because I used to stream in Streamlabs, now I'm streaming in OBS, which is what I used to record in, and OBS was still stuck in time-lapse mode, and time-lapse mode for me is 10 FPS. And so I don't know if it's hilarious or sad that I didn't realize for 4.5 hours with a second laptop next to me watching it that I didn't realize that it was, it was streaming at 10 FPS. So I'm like, oh wow, does Planet Coaster 2 just run that badly on my computer? I didn't realize. I think at one point I was like, that's weird. I don't think it looks like that. Like, I don't think it's that slow on my computer, cause it's not, spoiler alert. It's just funny, but I'm just like, oh my god. So anyway, if you watch back the video, which I don't recommend because it is in 10 FPS, yeah, there is that. It's not great. Anyway, I just finished the interior of Sandy Sundries. Hooray, which is the new gift shop, the new modular gift shop in the land. Oh yeah, isn't that great? So okay, why did I say it like that? Anyway, isn't that wonderful? This whole land, I was able to add an expansion because the whole thing boils down to parades, the charades of parades. We are getting them in the next expansion, sure, in the next DLC. And my brain went, okay, great, parades. Where do I put a parade warehouse? Where do I store the parade? If I want a parade on Main Street, where does it go? Where does it hide? Where does it sleep at night? You know? So I had to try to figure out a way to do that, and there were so many different areas. I think I talked about this in my walk around video, but I ended up moving the massive hotel that I had, like the big service road, like forwards, like towards the entrance of the park. Well, like out, like 40 meters, so like 10 blocks. So it gave me a bunch of room behind AQUALAND, and where my first dark ride is where the parade warehouse is going to go, and then I just moved backwards. Where this track is part of the Mariana Explorer, which was, I just moved that ride back, like, I don't know, 40 meters or whatever. And then I was able to fit a gift shop over here, a restaurant, this whole like watery area, and it turned out really neat. It is, it is just really funny to me though that I'm like, wonderful. Okay, so the first area that I completed in this park is now getting an expansion. Let me not finish anything else and let me just work on an expansion for the part that's already finished. I think it's a great use of my time. I don't know about anyone else, but I think that's a perfect use of resources and time and just a wonderful thing to do. So, it's really funny to me. I don't know. But I am working on Mythopolis. I am working on Adam's Landing. I'm building two things at once kind of right now, which I know is weird to do, but I'm mostly building Mythopolis on stream, or I like to call it Mytholopolis. It's just kind of been sitting there for a very long time, and the theming, and it's just mostly landscaping I was having a hard time with, but we're kind of making, and I say we, it's like Mrs. Barber kind of started the whole like steampunkification of it, and I think that's just where I'm going to go with it. So that's just where the land I think is going to just end up, is a whole steampunk type aesthetic of Mytholopolis. So that's what we're going to be calling it from now on. But yeah, I'm excited for it. And that land is next. And then yeah, Adam's Landing, and then after that the Western, and then Fantasyland. I'm hoping just kind of like get them done. I say that now, but you know, we still have like Aloha Isle, which I'm not giving up on that project. I'm not giving up on it. It just kind of, again, a lot of it's landscaping, and I don't like landscaping in this game. Which brings me to my next thing, which is Planet Zoo is a lot of landscaping. And it's not that I'm not excited for Planet Zoo. Okay, I love aquariums. I don't think that Planet Zoo, when it came out, it didn't like grip me like other game like Planet Coaster did. Like I was never like a person that played like Zoo Tycoon, or like even when like RCT3, like I didn't play like the wild expansion all that much. Didn't really have animals in my parks. I just didn't really find it that appealing. I don't know. So all this to say that like I am excited for it, because I think it's kind of having the new pathing, having the new like aviaries, the new aquariums. It's going to be a different game entirely than the last game. So, and like the new lighting. I mean, the lighting in Planet Zoo, like the first one was amazing. So this is only going to be an improvement. So, I mean, that's what keeps me, or what got me like hooked in Planet Coaster 2 was the lighting. So, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm just I am excited for it, but I mean, don't expect me to be building like a bunch of crazy zoos like right off the bat, because I just don't think that's me. I think I'm a pretty Planet Coaster centric person, which I know like Planet Zoo is like the best selling game from Frontier. There's like Planet Coaster is like the niche one, I think is what Jonty said, right, in his video, which like is surprising, but kind of not really, honestly, because like, you know, theme parks are theme parks, zoos are zoos, zoos are everywhere, theme parks are, you know, like you'd rather go to like a zoo because everyone can go to a zoo. Not everyone can like, you know, get on like a coaster. I don't like coasters, but like I'll go to like an elephant exhibition, an elephant exhibition. What is it, like 1902? Oh my god, what is it called? Exhibition. That's not what it's called. An elephant habitat? No. What is it called? Whatever. My brain's fried today. It's like 90 degrees outside. We're back to those good old June temperatures. It's fine. It's called summertime. Anyway, yeah. What is it called? Habitat. That still seems wrong. Oh, whatever. It doesn't even matter, but I'm not even talking about what I'm doing in this video. What a classic time lapse. So, just working on some backstage. Because the Mariana Explorer needed some new track, I had to just expand it. Yeah, it was going over like a bathroom, I think, at one point, and then like that big red building, right, like right there. It was going over that, and it was shorter, and it went over like the path, and did like a loop in pull. And now your shoes are looking cool, good. I don't know what the words are. Anyway, SpongeBob, because we're under the sea. Don't copyright me, Disney. So, yeah. What was I just talking about? I had to move the track, and so I had to build some supports, some like metal supports. And I thought about adding some like submarine walls, but I was like, I'll just build some like rock walls like I have over there. And there's a lot of like backstage access, which is kind of funny because like there's really not a whole lot like the rest of the land. The backstage is kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to restart this land entirely, or not just this land, but this whole park. I wanted to better just redo it and better organize it, which might sound kind of crazy to restart a whole park just to make the things you don't see look better. Hi, welcome to things that I think about that no one else does. At least when you're in the park. I mean, people, when you look at the park from like the aerial view, Ariel, Little Mermaid, Under the Sea, you will see it, and it does matter, but it's just one of those things. Like the area between Mythopolis and Aqualand, I had to like dig underneath with like a ramp. It's there's these hella huge walls, these wicked big. There we go. I'm East Coast again. Walls that have there's just like rocks on either side, and they must be like, I don't know, like 5 times 4, it's like 20 meters. Yeah, or taller than that probably, but it's also dug down with a ramp. What I'm saying is, it wasn't very well thought out at the beginning, and then when you think about it later on, and you're like, I should add backstage over here, and then you're like, oh, right. So there's restaurants that I have to get to that are by the hub, and how do I get like shipments for the restaurants that are by the hub? And I also think I have this weird fixation with every restaurant needs to have backstage access, which isn't the case, because if you look at things like the Poseidon restaurant they got rid of at, which rest in peace, at Islands of Adventure, right, at Universal, it had backstage access, but it had backstage access through gates that weren't connected directly to like a road from backstage. That didn't make any sense. I'll show you a Google Maps picture. I'll just put it on screen and I'll draw arrows or something. I don't know. It didn't have direct access is what I'm trying to say. It had gates and things through the park, so you could like drive through the park and get crates and things. This seems like a thing that I should be implementing a lot more in my theme parks, where like not every restaurant needs to be stocked like a milk section at a grocery store that needs to have direct access to the backstage. Like freestanding restaurants are just like a thing. They can be like restocked, and you know, shipments can come in like at night, because nighttime is a thing, you know? I mean, the parks close at night. Unlike Planet Coaster, they just stay open forever. Yeah, anyway, sorry. This is a weird tangent about restaurants and theme parks. But yeah, it's just funny to me that I'm just like, no, I can't have a freestanding restaurant because there's no backstage access. And I'm like, well, but you can do that. Like, this is one of like those weird things where I like confine myself to these very strange rules, and I build myself in these very strange corners. Like hallways in The Sims could never be like 1 tile big. Staircases always had to be 2 tiles big. Like I can't have restaurants that aren't like connected to the backstage because they need like, you know, access to like for like deliveries. It's just a lot. There's a lot of weird rules that I write for myself in these games, and I'm just like, why? But why though? I don't know. I don't have the answers. It's very strange. What is that? Is there like an answer? Does someone have like, it's like a psychology thing? It's like a seminar I could go to. Please, I actually don't want to know. I'm scared. Anyway, this is fun. I laid some pipe, and just, you know, just fun little guy. He doesn't sing. thought it would be like one little, just like, because he's like the singing eels. But they don't sing. They just kind of, he just is kind of there. I don't know. It's just kind of fun though to have like a little like animatronic little dude, right? Just kind of hanging out, just kind of chilling out, being there. But no, he doesn't sing. Just he doesn't hum. He just kind of just is there. I thought he would sing. He doesn't. But yeah, but like. This is, okay, so there's just like pipes everywhere in this land, and I was like, I should just kind of put one of these big pipe machine things in, and so I had just like this weird space. There was like this weird gap, and I was like, that's just what I should do. So I did. And it's been a while since I've played with pipes like this. Happy Pride Month. And it's just been a while. I like putting on pipes like this. It's fun. You just kind of just scale them down and just like make sure that you have the snap point thingies on. Oh, it's like the end of the video. I didn't film an outro or anything. Okay, this kind of snuck up on me. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video. Have some screenshots of the land.